welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Dominique and I try to post every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing baby names I love, but I won't be using for a few reasons. Number one being is my husband doesn't like them. Number two, there's already a few relatives with that name. Three is that they're very common, I guess. Very common names. So I have a few girl names and a few boy names. We already have our girl names and our boy names picked out for our children. We have 3 girl names and 2 boy names, but I won't be saying them in this video. And then I have a few girl names and a few boy names that we love, or that I love but won't be using. So the first girl name, this one, my mom was going to actually name me this, but she didn't end up naming me it. I don't know why she didn't name me this. I don't know why. But it is Alexandria. I absolutely love that name. I don't know why, it just sounds so, I just like the way it sounds, like Alexandria. But I feel like if we name our daughter that, or were to name our daughter that, I think because people would call her Alex, and we already have a few relatives with that name. I don't know if with Alexandria, but I know for sure Alex, so I wouldn't use that name for our daughter. The second name, Adrian does not like, but I think this name is so pretty, and it's so like vintagey, is that a word? And like old. Love that name. It is so beautiful, and I love the song of Celia. It is so pretty, but Adrian does not like it, so we will not be using that name. So this third name that I have, I absolutely love. Again, I don't think I have any relatives with this name. Adrian does not like it, so that is the reason we won't be using it, and it is Mila. I think it's so pretty. That's one of the names I love but won't be using. Another girl name that I love but won't be using is Aria. I love that name, and it was always on my list of girl names that I wanted to use, but I do have a few relatives with that name. I think just one, Aria, and then there's like a few Arianas, Ari, those names. So I wouldn't want to name my child that, again, just because there's a few with that name already. I absolutely love it still, but wouldn't use that for my child. It's also from one of my favorite shows, Pretty Little Liars. Aria, she's one of the main characters from that show. So that is, I think, where I got it from. I watched that show years ago and had always had it in my mind that I was gonna use that name for a future child. But now I'm not going to use it, and I think Adrian likes that one, but we won't be using it. Another girl name that I love but won't be using, 1, Adrian does not like. 2, it is very common. It is getting very common, actually. So I love it, but I won't be using, and it's Everly. It is so pretty, but we won't be using that name, sadly. And yeah. The last girl name that I have is Oakley. When I said this to Adrian is like, is she a brand or what? I absolutely love this name, and I feel like it is so different to the other names that I have. I don't know why, I just feel like it's so different. No one in my family has this name, but Adrian does not like. So he turned down that one really quickly, which is sad because I absolutely love that name. So maybe we'll name our future animal or something that name. Going into boy names, I have 5 boy names that I love but won't be using again. I think all of these, just because Adrian doesn't like them. None of these names are in my family, and I don't feel like any of these are that common. They're really basic names, but they're not that common. So they are all mainly because Adrian does not like them, again. So the first one that I love is Liam. I don't have anybody in my family with this name. I absolutely love it. I don't know where I got it from. Oh, Liam Hemsworth. feel like, but I don't think it's a common name. Adrian turned it down again quickly. Second boy name that I have is from another favorite show that I have, or that I watched, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And Adrian again turned it down. I don't have anybody in my family with this name, I believe. Sorry if I do, but it is Lucas or Luke. It is so, I don't know, I just feel like it's very different, even though it's like a very basic name, and I feel like it's not that common. But Adrian doesn't like it again, so I'm not gonna be using that name. Third boy name that I have, Adrian again doesn't like it. He says it's like a dog's name and just doesn't want to use it. So it is Brady. I don't have anybody in my family or his family with this name, but Adrian doesn't like it again. I think it's just a cute little boy's name. It's just a little cute boy's name, like Baby Brady. Like, it goes so cute, but Adrian doesn't like it, so maybe again we'll name our animal that. A fourth boy name that we have but won't be using is Landon. I love this name. I fell in love with it. I used to watch A Walk to Remember. It's an older movie, and one of the main characters was Landon, and I fell in love with it. I've always watched it when I was little, so I always had the name like in my mind that I was gonna name a kid that, but Adrian doesn't like it and we won't be using it. The last name, I feel like it is not common, but at the same time it is common in a way, or it's getting common, and it's Ezra. I think it's a very, like, an older name, I feel like. Adrian doesn't like it though, so we won't be using it again. Those were all the names that I love but won't be using, mainly because Adrian doesn't like them. But it's okay, we already have our names picked out, like I said, and we are super excited when that time comes. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye guys.